The actress and John Истерлинг had been friends for almost 20 years after meeting at an environmental show around the 80s. However, a surprising incident occurred in 2006 that turned their friendship into a blossoming romance. Истерлинг got into a car accident while driving to the airport, which resulted in him fracturing his lower spine. John refused to stay at the hospital and instead called his friend Oливия and asked if he could recover at her guest house. John shared, "I could barely move, so I stayed on Olivia's couch until I could travel again," he said. It was from there that the first blossoms of romance began to spark, as they got to know each other even better. However, Истерлинг admitted to her that he'd never seen her perform or even watched Grease. So, about a year later, Истерлинг finally made it to one of Olivia's performances in Miami. He described the moment he saw her on stage. "The lights went down and I heard this Peruvian music, and she stepped out and sang Pearls on a Chain. And that's when I recognized who she was. I thought, she's a healer and this is her medium of healing." John then suggested that Oливия take a trip with him to the Amazon to meet other healers who work there. Newton-John immediately agreed to take the trip with him, and it was at that moment that he knew she was the one. The South American voyage created the perfect chance for the pair to bond over their love for the jungle and the healing powers of nature. Newton-John and the entrepreneur found a mutual bond in their appreciation of wellness culture and alternative healing methods. Истерлинг explained, "We'd see each other every year at functions, and the more I got to know her, I thought, oh, she's a really nice person. She really does care about people and animals and the rainforest." The couple went on to get married in 2008 in a private Peruvian ceremony. Newton-John later revealed in an interview, "It was just a special sacred site that we went to. We walked there. It was a beautiful day and it was just something we wanted to do." She also gushed over her new husband during the interview, describing herself as very lucky. Oливия explained, "I have a wonderful, beautiful husband who is just so loving and fantastic." She added, "I always tell my friends you're never too old to find love. I found the love of my life at 59 going on 60. I'm grateful." It was the ultimate fairy tale ending and marked a bright new chapter following a challenging period in Newton-John's personal life. Sadly, just 5 years later, Olivia's cancer returned, and after going into remission for a while, it came back once again in 2017. John and Oливия decided to approach her diagnosis with holistic medicine, and he even helped her manage her cancer symptoms with medicinal marijuana he grew himself. As the years passed, the actress continued to fight her battle against cancer, and John was by her side every step of the way. Tragically, on the 8th of August 2022, with John at her bedside, Oливия passed away in her home at the age of 73. John announced the heartbreaking news of his wife's passing on Facebook, sharing, "Dame Oливia Newton-John passed away peacefully at her ranch in Southern California this morning, surrounded by family and friends." He also wrote a message celebrating Olivia's life and the special love that they shared. John added, "Oливia has been a symbol of triumphs and hope for over 30 years, sharing her journey with breast cancer. Her healing inspiration and pioneering experience with plant medicine continues with the Oливia Newton-John Foundation Fund, dedicated to researching plant medicine and cancer." There's no doubt that the late Oливia Newton-John made an impact, not only in Hollywood, but in the approach to holistic medicine. After her first marriage ended, she yearned to find her equal, and she finally did with John Истерлинг. Together, they shared the same dream of healing people and changing the world.